How you doing, everybody? My name's Matt. I work for Change Education Group. I'm part of the senior leadership team there. I work on strategy and partnerships, how we can support our clients, how we can develop. It's really exciting working for a company where the two owners, the founders, are really open to new ideas and development, and ultimately the mission is to support every young person and get them into the workplace. So we help schools and we educate schools and colleges. We have a great student-facing app and great tech called Connect. I'm loving the way that we're supporting schools and colleges at the moment for these really difficult times in COVID. And this kind of feeds in, I guess, to the position that you're in at the moment, where if traditional work experience can't take place, what are you doing? How are you kind of connecting with employers? And one of the ways I'd say to sort of look at that would be go on LinkedIn, set yourself a little profile up and see what are you interested in? How are you going to engage those employers? Because, you know, you could just sort of say to them, you know, like, I'm really interested in this particular area because of this, and this is what I do in my spare time or something like that. You know, think about technology and how it can help you. If I go back and we rewind to where I started off, when I was at school, you know, I wasn't the most academic in that sense. I was always more creative. I loved graphics, and that was kind of my passion. My drive was design. And I went on to college and studied at a specialist college, and I went on to university, and it was great. You know, I learned loads of great skills. I got some great industry experience, and then for the next 7 years, I worked in industry. So I worked for large newspapers. I worked for on sort of big contracts with regards to the companies and agencies across sort of the Northwest, and then decided to go travelling. And I went off around the world and travelled, and I managed to get employment in New Zealand and stayed there for sort of 6 months, which was incredible, working at an agency over there. And I was still kind of wondering what I wanted to do, because when I came back, I kind of went back into design. That was what I knew. But what I really enjoyed was meeting new people and kind of getting new experiences. So gaining new experiences. So from that, I studied to be a teacher and a design technology teacher. And it was really eye-opening, because it was sort of going in the classroom for the first time. It was quite daunting, but having all this experience of industry was enabling me to really kind of diversify the way that I delivered my lessons and stuff like that. So I did that for a couple of years, and then whilst I was teaching, National Citizen Service came along, and this was a government-funded programme for 16 to 18 year olds, and I liked the sound of it. I got involved with some of my peers, and that sort of paved the way for the next sort of 7 years as well. I worked for a company and really enjoyed it, got the challenge, met some amazing people, great experiences, got out in the kind of fields and sort of saw the young people and saw how you can inspire them and support them, and that kind of developed again about how I really enjoy supporting young people and helping develop. And this brought me to where I am today. And what I want to say is that you don't kind of know at a young age maybe where you want to go and what career path. Don't worry about it. I think more evident now, the pressure now is, oh, I need to go into this career, I need to do that, or my mum did that, or my dad did that. No, you don't. You need to do what you're passionate about. I think my best bit of advice is be passionate, be hardworking, and be supportive. Because I have changed careers over the years, and the role I'm in now, I love that I work with people that are really motivated, that are driven, that are entrepreneurial, that come up with ideas and that want to develop. And that's great, because every day is kind of different. I'm working on something different. I'm speaking with clients at the moment. I'm using technology in terms of with Zoom to have meetings and teams with teachers and talk about how they're getting on. It is difficult at the moment in COVID. You know, the government changes kind of direction on what we're doing and stuff like that. But what I would say is just have that passion and drive. And what that passion and drive will do is enable you to succeed. It will. And don't think like, oh, I've seen this doing this or I see that doing that. It's about you. What are your values? You know, always open that door and that opportunity. Yeah? Think about what you can bring to something. Be passionate, be hardworking, and you will get that opportunity. And when you get that opportunity, take it. And I wish you all the best.